I'm Movie Man. I'm an octopus who reviews movies, and today's review is going to be on.
Shut the up.
So the plot of Strays is it focuses on this dog named Reggie, voiced by Will Ferrell. He's owned by a man named Doug, who is played by Will Forte. Reggie loves Doug and he believes that Doug loves him. However, Doug does not love Reggie and wants to get rid of him. One day, Doug successfully manages to get rid of Reggie, and after meeting with a few other stray dogs, Reggie realizes that Doug doesn't actually love him. So with his new friends, they decide to get revenge on Doug by going back to his house and, well, I'll just let Reggie tell you the rest.
Loves. I'm gonna bite his off.
Oh, wait, did he just say my...
Yeah, I'm still a little drunk, but...
I said I'm gonna bite his off.
Oh, we gon'...
So, I saw the trailer to this movie and I'll admit, as someone who's not really that into comedies much, I thought, okay, this doesn't actually look that bad. This actually looks kind of funny. So I went to see the movie today and yeah, I've got to be honest with you, I really enjoyed it. I thought this was a really good movie. So first off, the cinematography in this film is solid. I don't think this is absolutely amazing cinematography, but I do think the movie is shot quite well, and there are some nice shots in the movie. Now, at one or two times there can be some kind of awkward green screens, but for the most part this is a nice enough movie to look at. I think the photography in this movie isn't that bad. Then there's the pace in this movie. So, this movie is only an hour and 33 minutes. However, I will admit that for a movie with a runtime of only an hour and 33 minutes, this film can kind of feel a tiny bit long for that runtime. Like, I didn't think the runtime was really a huge issue because I thought the film kind of got through all its scenes very well and it entertained me enough so that I wasn't feeling bothered and I wasn't feeling, oh, this is going on for so long. But I will be honest, I thought this movie did actually feel a tiny bit long for only for a runtime of only an hour and a half. So then we have the sounds and music in the movie, and I'll be honest, the sounds and music in this film is actually pretty decent. I think this film has a good score, which is nice to listen to, and there are a few songs in the movie that are very good. Then there's the editing in the movie. Now the editing in this film is quite solid. I don't think it's some of the best editing like ever, but overall it is quite solid editing in my opinion. The visual effects for the dogs. So I mean, I don't know. I don't know, are these are like actual real like dogs, but like they of course they have mouth movements and stuff. Of course you've seen this in other movies like it, and I thought it looked very good. Honestly, I didn't think it was too bad in my opinion. And I thought the dogs themselves looked very good. Again, as I mentioned earlier, there were some awkward green screens, but overall the visual effects in this movie weren't too bad. Then there's the characters.
I'm gonna bite his off. I said I'm gonna bite his off.
So the main character, the main dog, is Reggie. And I think Reggie himself makes for a very likable character. It can honestly be really cute when he thinks that Doug loves him, but obviously in actuality Doug doesn't love him. And of course then when he finds out that Doug doesn't love him, it can actually be kind of a heart-wrenching scene. You do feel for Reggie and you are rooting for him to get his revenge. And I think that Will Ferrell does a great job with the voice of Reggie, really giving him that main character energy and giving him the just the innocent voice of the dog. I'm not gonna lie, I kind of forgot at times that it was Will Ferrell voicing Reggie.
I'm still a little drunk. Oh, we gon'
Next up we have Bug. And Bug made for quite a likable character. He's voiced by Jamie Foxx, and well, Jamie Foxx does sound a lot like himself, but he does a great job as the voice of Bug. He really gives Bug his voice. Bug himself is a very likable character. He has very good chemistry with the other dogs, in particular Reggie. He helps Reggie out and stuff. He pretty much is Reggie's best friend throughout the movie, but he does make for a very good character in himself.
We've got a to rip.
Also have Maggie, who is of course the Australian Shepherd. She's voiced by Isla Fisher, and Fisher does a great job with her performance. Like, she really giving her character her voice. Maggie herself, she made for a very likable character who is definitely willing to stick up for her friends, and I thought she could be quite funny as well.
Should probably talk to him. I am a therapy dog.
We have Hunter, who is voiced by Randall Park, and I'm gonna be honest, I thought the film could have done a bit more with Randall Park's voice performance, and well, he himself did a good job of what he was given. They kind of tries to do the whole Melman from Madagascar shtick with his character, but I don't know if it exactly worked. But nonetheless, Hunter himself made for quite a good character. He had a good arc in the movie. He was quite solid. He wasn't amazing, but for the most part, he was a pretty laid back character, and he was quite solid. Now there are some human characters in the movie, but the main human character is, of course, Doug, who is Reggie's former owner. And Doug makes for a very unlikable character with the way that he treats Reggie, and you definitely don't like the guy at all, and you do kind of want to see him get his comeuppance. But I've got to say though, Will Forte does a great job really making this guy unlikable. So he was definitely able to make Doug very entertaining. Now I won't really go much into any other characters, because those are mainly the characters we focus on. Obviously there's a lot of cameos in the movie from some pretty notable names. I already mentioned that Harvey Guillén is in this movie. Again, sorry if I'm mispronouncing his name. He only has a very small role in the movie, a very small role. He really only has a very small few lines, but all I'll say is it was a role that really did remind me of Perito. But I thought all these cameo voice performances were they were very good. They were quite nice to see and hear, but my favourite of them has got to be the voice cameo from Josh Gad. I won't say much about his character. He really only has like one scene in the movie. Well, he has two scenes, but one of them is a hallucination. But all I'll say is, there's this joke involving his character. I won't say what it is, just so you can watch the movie for yourself. But all I'll say is, it ended up being one of the biggest laughs of the movie. But yeah, the characters in this movie were very solid. Then there's the plot of the movie. So, I will say that the plot of this movie is about them going to get revenge on Doug. It's a very straightforward plot. It's one that, you won't be confused by. It's very straightforward and you can know where it's going, but it can prove to be quite a fun plot. And I think that this movie executes its whole shtick with dogs. They're dogs, but they swear and they have sex and they do drugs and everything. I think the movie executes quite well. Of course, you do get a lot of that real raunchy humor that you're expecting from these movies, but I do like how the film executes it from the canine perspective, because you have these characters like acting like dogs, and like from the way that they respond to certain things in the movie, it can kind of feel a bit believable and as if a dog would actually react that way. So I thought the plot of this movie was very good. And then there's the narrative structure. Now, of course, the movie mainly focuses on the four dogs going to find Doug and everything, but of course the movie also focuses on some of these characters' subplots. Of course the movie mainly focuses on Reggie's plot, but we've got subplots all the other characters with Bug and Maggie and Hunter, and I think the way that the film kind of combines all their plots, and it's the way it's all introduced into the main plot, I think it's all done very well, honestly. So, overall, Strays is a really good movie. It was quite funny. There were some genuine, really laugh out loud moments. It had likable characters, a very straightforward plot, and it executes its whole thing with the dogs and the whole shtick of them doing nasty things very well. There were a few issues I had with the movie, but overall it's a really good film. I would say that it's definitely worth a watch. So, with that, I am going to give Strays an 8 out of 10. On my next review, which is going to be on The Blackening, that's certainly going to be a really interesting movie, because it's finally coming out in Ireland next weekend. And with that, take care, see you next time, and bye.